Joe, how are you?
I'm good.
Great
How are you
talking
doing?
to you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm very well. Thank you so much. I watched the movie with such great enthusiasm, but I wanted to know from your point of view, this is finally happening. I know the enthusiasm started with you. So how are you living this whole experience?
It's really exciting to finally experience this movie with an audience. I've only watched it with an audience twice in this 5-year journey. So it's exciting to see people experience it the way we intended, in a big screen with a packed audience and great sound. It's nice to finally get here.
Yes, and it's also, a standalone film. Of course, the ones that have seen the first one will be thrilled, but, this explores a whole different, emotional journey of the character of Maverick. How important was that for you and for Tom?
Yeah, I mean, when I went back and watched the first film, having made a couple movies, I definitely watched it in a different way than as the 12-year-old kid that saw it originally. So, yeah, I saw it as a rite of passage story, a drama at its core, wrapped in this kind of summer action film exterior. But I knew the key was cracking what Maverick's journey would be emotionally in this film. That was the key. And then, figuring out a way to capture the aerial sequences in this film in a way that had never been done before. Obviously Tom is the best partner you could ask for to kind of accomplish those two things. Jerry Bruckheimer producing it. I had the original team, so it was a great experience.
How much was this a challenge technically? I mean, obviously the story was great, but to make it work in such a real way must have been quite a challenge.
Huge challenge. Took a lot of time, but we were able to partner with the U.S. Navy and get access to all their incredible machinery and participation in the technical advising, story elements, shooting the movie. The sequences were flown by real Top Gun pilots, so you got the best aviators in the world working on this film. And I just had an incredible cast and crew. And we were all pushing every day to deliver the best film we could.
How exciting was the casting process? Obviously, you have your star, but, it's very important to surround it with characters that will be remembered. So, start with, Jennifer and Miles and John.
Well, I just finished a film with Miles and Jennifer. So having just worked with them, I knew they were incredible actors and that they would be able to go toe-to-toe with Tom in every scene and every way that we needed to for this story. John Hamm was someone I've always wanted to work with, and he's obviously excellent. Ed Harris, was in The Right Stuff, which is obviously a huge influence on this film. So to have him come back for that role of Admiral Kane was for me a real special thing. And then obviously Val coming back as Iceman was obviously a huge part of this film as well.
Yeah, no, very true. And the music, which was a huge part of the first one. And I know you directed the music video with Lady Gaga. So was that also like a whole side project that added to challenges?
Yes. After finishing the film, we shot the video for Hold My Hand. We took Lady Gaga out to the desert to the same location where Maverick's hangar was in the desert outside of Los Angeles. It was 114 degrees, and we shot that whole video in a day. And Lady Gaga, so impressive. She reminds me of Tom in many ways. She's so dedicated. She gave everything she had that day to her performance in the video. Yeah, she's just an incredible performer. And she really wrote a beautiful classic melody for the end of this film that when Hans Zimmer heard it, he integrated it into the score of the film. So the theme is, you'll hear it throughout the film in the score, and then obviously you get the payoff of the song at the end.